Yo, what's going on guys? It's G-Miners here. Recently, DCP did a podcast with some of the guys on the Void 3.0 rework team at Bungie, and we got a ton of information showing that Void 3.0 may be more of a nerf than a buff. The most notable change that we are getting to the sandbox is a nerf to weapons of light. When stepping into a Titan bubble, you will no longer get the 35% buff that we currently have, but rather a buff of 25% with Void 3.0. I'm not sure what the logic behind this decision was, but it essentially makes Titans useless in endgame PvE. The main reason to have a Titan on your squad, especially in day 1, has always been for the extra 10% of damage that Weapons of Light provides. Now with this, Bubble will also be moving to the fastest super cooldown tier, so you could argue that this will shift Bubble to more of a defensive or cover type super, but even with this, I would still take Well Chaining or just base Well of Radiance over a Bubble any day. Well of Radiance will still provide the base 25% buff. Hunters are also getting some pretty extreme nerfs and honestly some changes that just don't make sense in my opinion. First off, Heart of the Pack is going to be going away, which removes a ton of benefits that are gained from being invis while on Bottom Tree Night Stalker, like extra recovery and resilience. On top of this, the bonus melee energy received while doing grenade damage will also be removed. This is going to drastically nerf the Omnioculus and its synergy with Void. I am sure this exotic will be slightly reworked, but I doubt it will return to the state that we saw it being used at in Season 15 with the new sandbox. The Omnioculus was one of maybe 2 or 3 exotics that were actually good to use on Night Stalker, so once again, not sure what the logic behind this decision was. Moving along with the Hunter, Tether will still provide a 30% debuff to enemies, however this will override the weakness debuff. Weakness is going to be set to a value of 15%. To me, this decision, paired with a Titan bubble nerf, seems counterintuitive. I would have liked to have seen the ability to start stacking some of these buffs and debuffs to increase the skill gap in the game again, without making any one buff too overpowered. If this were the case, the Weapons of Light nerf would have made much more sense, but Bungie has made it clear that this is not something they want to pursue again. Lastly, on Warlock, the only major nerf is to the Devour timer. Instead of resetting the timer on kill, time is going to be added onto the timer. This can be nice, as if you are earning kills fast enough, the time can go above the 10 seconds Devour is currently at, but in cases when your time is running low, getting a single kill is going to be much less rewarding. Overall, this is going to force players using Devour to play much more aggressively in order to maintain the buff. Consuming your grenade is also no longer a thing, so this will not reset your timer. It is not clear if ability kills will reset it at this time. Bungie has also announced that each class will have its specific properties that they focus around. Hunters will focus on Invis, Titans on Overshields, and Warlock on Devour. Each subclass will also have the ability to apply Volatile and Weaken to enemies. This isn't to say that other classes cannot supply themselves with something like Invis or Devour. There will be crossovers to allow each class to utilize each of these properties, but each class will still have one that it focuses on. Crossing these properties over will most likely not be a thing until World's First is achieved and the 4 extra fragments are unlocked. Unlike Stasis, all of Void 3.0 should be unlocked during Season 16. Also announced, the Weaken debuff is and will remain exclusive to Void. These are all of the most noticeable changes from the podcast. A link to the full video will be in the description below if you want to check it out yourself. Let me know what you guys think of these changes in the comments and whether or not you think Void 3.0 will be in the meta next season. Hope this video helps. Peace.